here to obviously present this challenge that I've been filtering into 180. Did everybody enjoy the little prompt posts toward this? Just a little bit of insight. So my presentation is basically based around this. So the word challenge has come up a lot today, so I think the whole theme, especially of my slot, is challenges. And I'm going to share with you. I'm a little bit nervous, so please bear with that. I'm going to share with you some of my personal challenges that I've gone through in the past 2 years, what's happened because I pushed myself through them, beyond them, and challenged my own limiting beliefs. And it will lead us then into our challenge then that I hope all you guys are going to participate in with me by the time I'm finished. Well done to everybody who has already pre-registered. That's amazing. Thank you very, very much. We're in the middle of the second Irish Challenge at home at the minute, and they're on day 2 of F15. So there's been amazing results come out of C9 so far. There's 88 people in that group. And it gets very interesting and very competitive when we move into F15 because that's where all the fitness, we ramp up that. So it's really fun to be involved in that. So let me get started. So you might as well say, I am forever fit. These slides are going to show you. I really utilised our programs, our products, and pushed myself in the past 2 years. I'm also a business owner just like you. I've been with Forever for 5 years now. I've reached all the titles that you can see here. I'm a mum. I have one daughter. She's 21. And my background is basically design and architecture. And I have a sporting background as well. I played soccer and basketball for Ireland in my youth. I've always had a keen interest, I suppose. So when I came across Forever, I loved our product range, sports and fitness range, and the weight management area. So through something I've done for myself, which I'm going to share with you now, Bob made me the brand ambassador of Ireland last year, which is such a huge, huge honour. Took me by surprise, but and we've done lots and lots of different things in the past year, and it's amazing to represent Forever in this manner. I love the role. I love being the ambassador of Ireland. It's a massive privilege. So 2 years ago. This is me, May 2016. Who in the room, if you haven't faced a challenge in your life, you're in the wrong room, I think. I think we all have. It depends. I was saying this to Andy Waring last night. It's what we do in the middle of those challenges that determines where we go and where we end up. So this was me 2 years ago. I was a size 14, a size 8. I want you to have a look at some of these stats, though. I utilised our programs, especially F15, and my weight changed by only 10 pounds. Only 10 pounds in a year. I'm still 11 stone now, 2 years on. But my body fat percentage dropped by 16.5%. And I never, ever, ever focus on pounds now. Inch loss is always what I speak about, always. And the F15 program it really results in inch loss. So that was a very challenging time in my life. And what I done was I resorted to what I know best, fitness. So if you guys struggle in times of difficulty, I suffered with anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. And the only thing I knew what to do was get up and get out and train or do something every day, every morning. It was the first thing I'd done. But because I like a challenge, I'm always setting myself challenges and goals. I gave myself this challenge. It was a 12-week nutritional fitness program. As you can see, I'd already trimmed down from a size 14 to a 12 there. That's day 1. But 84 days of consistency and effort and using our products and training. If you look at the training schedule I gave myself, it was 48 strength days in the 84 days. I'd done 10-kilometre runs over that period. Now, I couldn't run like maybe 2-3 kilometres. I built it up over the time. And by the end of it, maybe the last 7 10-kilometre runs were full 10Ks together. And I sprinted up and down 6,000 steps. Up and down. We have this back home where I live in Ireland, we have a brand new set of stairs and outdoor ones. They lead to a train station, and I made it my mission to go down there for additional cardio, basically, and I sprinted up and down them. Torture, bloody torture, but look at the results. The results show for themselves, and without our products, I don't believe I would have got the same results. I ate a very clean diet, but I still treated myself along the way, okay? So, what I'd done was I rewarded myself for not the way that I looked. I didn't care about the way that I looked. This was 12 weeks of hard work, consistent effort, every morning at 5:30 in the morning to get me up out of the bed, to get beyond what I was going through mentally, to push myself to start my day because I just didn't want to take medication for what I was going through. And it was a result for overcoming that I gave myself a photo shoot, a professional photo shoot, for my birthday last year. Which it just meant so much to me. I didn't really care about how I looked. I knew I looked good, but it wasn't the point for me personally. And from that, I became the brand ambassador of Ireland. I suppose I wanted to share that with you. So it's a journey. Since then, I've created C9 trainings and F15 trainings. I've toured Ireland in the past 12 months. We have a dedicated ambassador page at home that's where I give tips, advice on products, nutrition and fitness for FBOs to utilise and facilitate for their business. I created the first Fit Challenge in Ireland, the one I'm going to talk to you about now. I was very, very successful. I'll give you some stats on that in a little while when we get to the challenge. And because of purely what I was doing from myself, food-wise, and posting pictures of what I was cooking and what I was doing and preparing my meals, share them on my social media platforms, I created a new business called Prep, Cut and Tone. And I'm actually just about to sign a book deal for a book. I'm going to write a nutritional book in there. So, like, 12 months is not a whole lot of time. It's amazing what can change. Amazing what can change. What will you do with your next 12 months, my question is. Thank you. Now, what I also done, I was very busy this year. I'm very excited to share these because they're not available just yet. They're still being edited. Because of my background, because of what I'd done, and I'm a business owner as well, I wanted to get the best outcome. As part of my role is that I focus on the sports and fitness products. So I've created a suite of trainings around 3 categories. One is energy, stamina, and endurance. So the products that you would use in these areas. The other is power recovery products. And the other is mobility. So our products that facilitate mobility, how the body is supposed to be mobile. And the trainings are actually designed for you, the business owner, to understand how to recommend the products, what quantities and at what times for 4 different sporting categories across the 3 trainings. So let's take a rugby player or football player, something about 90 minutes long. In the energy, stamina, and endurance training, it tells you basically how you would offer that to a customer who plays soccer or who plays rugby or who plays football. So it's taken a lot of time to actually build them. Very proud of them. It's my best work as a designer. I put my heart and soul into these, so I'm very excited to get these out and go and tour with them because there's so much areas that we can, so many areas that we can cover with our products. And that's why I have to categorize them in these fields, I suppose. And we're just missing so much opportunity for building business, for getting customers, for sharing our wonderful products in loads of different sporting areas. So watch out for those. They're going to be available soon. So before I move into the actual challenge, I'm going to tell you about my own personal fitness goals, I suppose, for the past year. So what do you do when you reach a target or a goal? You set yourself another one, yeah? We do it in our business all the time. So I set myself another challenge last year. I'd done the strength and conditioning training. I wanted to learn 7 skills in, who actually works out here in a gym or trains? Okay, great, lots of these. So I don't know if you ever heard of calisthenics, bodyweight training. I wanted to be able to train without machinery or without weights, using my own body, and it's kind of like a mixture of yoga and strength training. You train with it? Okay, so like Olympic rings and levers, and it's a lot of core strength. So one of my goals was to do a one-handed handstand, which you can see there. I was smashing them out of the park. I was nearly walking on my hands. But my point is, I trained 8 times a week for 11 and a half months. And 2 weeks before my goal, just in July, I severely damaged my shoulder, my neck, my arm, my shoulder, and the whole left side of my torso. I was getting a fitness photo shoot done on the 7 different skills I was after learning. And all I could do was cry because I couldn't put my hand over my head. So I missed completely out because I think I rushed it. I overtrained, and I had to learn a very valuable lesson, and I had to give my body time to recover. So I done that. But I was also training to run the Dublin City Marathon this year. And because I couldn't lift my arm, I couldn't do this movement. I couldn't run. So I had to say goodbye to that as well, or I thought I did. So after about 8 weeks of, 8 or 9 weeks of just not really training, and it's very hard not to train when you're used to training all the time, the coach on the running team said, "How are you feeling?" And I said, "I don't know, I could probably run maybe 10K." He said, "Try 11 mile." This, just seen one of Bob's slides this morning where he said, challenge your limiting beliefs. And so last month, the 28th of September, the week before that, I ran 11 mile. So I knew I could run the 13.1. And I'd done that. I'd never run a half marathon before, ever. The only thing I've ever done was like a 10K last year. Never gone beyond that. The coach took me to one side and he said, "You done that, and done it in like 2 hours and 7 minutes. You done that in great time. How's the shoulder holding up? Great. If you get your mileage in now, you can do the full marathon next month." I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's like double the distance I'm just after doing." So he said, "Yeah." So the following week after that, which is only 5 weeks ago, I ran 18 mile. The week after that, or 2 weeks after that, I ran 22. And last Sunday, I ran my first full marathon, 26.1. Thank you. Isn't it amazing if you push yourself? I couldn't believe that I was able to do that. It was really, really difficult. Has anyone ever run a marathon in the room? Well done. Well done. It took me 5 hours, and it was just horrendously difficult. That is me crossing the finish line last Sunday in Dublin. I couldn't wait to get back home. You really have to get into your mind for the last few miles, don't you?
I done the New York one, and at the end of it was just an absolute buzz.
Oh, unbelievable. There's thousands of people cheering you on. My face, you can't really see it there. I don't know, the expression is, oh my God, just get me across this. It was so painful. It was so painful, but I done it, and I'm delighted I done it. Don't think I'll train for another one. My point is, I want to go back to what I was doing, protect my joints. We're in the business of protecting and keeping our joints nice and supple. So marathon training is pretty hard on them. I think my point is, if that coach hadn't have told me I could do that he thought I had the ability to do it, I don't think I would have done it. It's very important. There's a little something for you guys to take out there. It's really important to see that in your team members. See that and coach them and let them know that you believe in them, because without that I wouldn't have pushed myself to do that, okay? And that became very apparent to me. So that's enough about me, okay? So who's ready for a challenge? Great. As you can tell, the longer I spend on stage, the more relaxed I get. So I'm going to tell you, before I go through the challenge for you guys, I want to explain to you, because I did on my live in the Area 180 page, I explained to you what happened with our pilot program in January in Dublin. So 98 people came to get weighed and measured. Just give you some stats of how we ended up. There's some terms and conditions, I'm going to go through with them, of how you actually be involved with the challenge. Of the 98 people, 50 people done both programs are compliant with the T's and C's. The other 48 people either done one or the other program. Yeah? Of the 50, 38 were able to come back in for the final weigh-in. Okay, so I could only take that group of people and take statistics from it. I'd love to take the stats from the 98, but I didn't get to see them, you know. So of the 38 people, this is what happened when we done the challenge. We had 12 stone and weight loss, which through 38 people wouldn't seem like a whole lot, but it is. But we had 431 inches lost. It's like the size of a yacht. It's about a foot per person. So that will tell you the challenge obviously improves the way you look, but it's more about tone, and it's more about the physical exercise, it's more about the diet obviously and the supplements combined, but it's more about inch loss rather than weight loss, which kind of like my slides at the beginning, yeah. I have this, the guys back home know me now at this stage for saying just throw the weighing scales out. You don't need it. Never weigh yourself. I don't weigh myself. I know how I feel in my clothes. Yeah. So, for the benefit of the new people or the guests maybe in the room, I've seen a lot of people stand up. I'm going to explain this briefly to you and go through some of the two programs. So the challenge is a 24-day challenge. It takes two of our programs. One is called C9. It's a 9-day program, and the other is a 15-day program called F15. They both have the same products in them. We have 5 key products within the programs. They come with booklets, like a how-to do them, nutritional, food plans, things like that. And the 5 key products are taken just differently, different times, different amounts for both programs. And the F15 obviously has a fitness plan attached to it, okay? So I'll take 2 products from the C9, our Aloe Gel. Hope everybody drinks aloe in the room. Yes? What's your favorite one now at the minute? I think it's kind of between. I still like the original aloe, the yellow. I don't think I'll ever change. I have tasted I'm waiting to see what the Freedom's going to taste like, actually. So, like, we know it's been renowned for centuries of what it actually does for you inside. So, before you take on any kind of reset program or weight management program, you need to cleanse your digestive tract. Yeah. Our aloe just enables that and enables you then to get the nutrients that you need from absorb the nutrients into your body from your food that you're going to eat. So it's like the key underlying element to the programs. And who likes Garcinia when they do C9? Okay, so Garcinia is just one of the supplements that's in the C9, and I always find my customers love this one because the C9 is something that you would do to reset your body if you have a poor diet, or you're feeling bloated or lethargic, and it's just reset phase. So the Garcinia really helps. It releases serotonin into the stomach, so it gives you that happy hormone and makes you feel fuller for longer and stops you craving. Do you all feel that when you use it? It's amazing and that's just one of the elements. So I'm going to move on to. Sorry, I want to go back there. C9. So it's broken up into, I always suggest it's broken up into 2 categories, C9. So it's day 1 and day 2 where you're reset. You choose from free foods only. You just don't want to be eating proteins and carbohydrates in those 2 days. You want to allow your body time to allow the products to get in and work synergistically. So we don't suggest a whole lot of exercise on C9 either, because if you take it, you're only kind of maybe consuming about 1,100 calories. It's not a whole lot for being physically active. And this is where the 2 programs differ. So in the challenge, you're basically preparing your body from whatever you've been eating or doing beforehand before you move into your fitness level, okay? It's a reset phase, the 9 days. You're getting the aloe into your system, all the products. So F15 beginners. I'm going to explain this because even at home, yesterday was crazy. 88 people, 150 questions later yesterday about how to calculate all this. So I'm going to show you this just for the benefit of everybody in the room, but we do it in the group, obviously. So there's 3 levels. Who in the room has done an F15 program? Okay, great. Beginners? Anyone do an intermediate? Anyone do advanced? Okay. So in the challenge, what we do is, because this challenge that I'm going to show you guys is an educational challenge. It's you're partaking obviously yourself, but it's an educational challenge that we're going to then help you, give you the tools to build a customer challenge in January. Most of your customers, we would be beginners, okay? You start them at beginners level. So that's the program we're going to go through, is beginners within the challenge. So 3 levels, and it's all different fitness levels, okay? So I love it. It's one of my favorite programs to promote because it's not just a set amount of days. You can go from 15 to 90 to 180 days, whether it's just develops habits of continuously taking our products and looking after your health and well-being and fitness as well. So it's a fantastic program. It's kind of like explaining to my customer, it's like having a PT in a box with your nutritional plan, with your supplement plan, and your fitness plan. I love the videos actually on YouTube, they're amazing. Have you all done them? Have you all done the fitness actually that goes along with it? The body weight, the HIIT exercises for those that don't yeah. They're tough. The guys in the group were asking me, well, should I just go on an intermediate level, Elaine? And I was like, well, no, I think you should try the beginners. Last night, oh my God, I'm so sore. I'm so sore, even just the beginners, because it's all, if you haven't done that kind of training before, you're going to be sore from it. So take some screenshots of this if you want. We go into it in more, obviously, detail within the group, but it's just so you guys know. So how F15 differs from C9 is this. It's designed, we're all different people, different ages, different weights, different heights, different sexes, and different levels of activity. This program is designed and tailored for you and your lifestyle. So everybody's calculation is going to be different. That's why we use scientific calculators. So we use a BMR calculator and an AMR calculator. Just very briefly, your basal metabolic rate is what the energy from food that your body needs to consume just for you to be inactive, for you to do very little, okay? And your AMR is obviously your BMR with the activity level that you're at. For F15 beginners one, we choose moderate level in the calculator because it's about a moderate level. Everybody would choose it if you're involved in the challenge. So let's just look at this to give you an idea of what we're looking at. So you have to calculate both figures, and then we have to decide what the individual wants. And that's what I like about F15. So let's just say we enter someone's details into the BMR calculator, age, weight, sex, and height, and their basal metabolic rate is 1,300 calories a day. They need to eat just to stay alive. Very little. If you eat under that amount, this is what happens. I'm sure I've done it in my past. If you don't eat enough food, don't eat enough calories, your body tends to hold on to weight. Have you ever struggled on a very low calorie diet to lose weight? You're not eating enough nutrients, your body locks down and it believes you're in starvation mode. It won't release anything. It won't let anything go. You have to give it the right level of nutrients. So, and we pop in, say, details with a moderate setting on an AMR calculator, and it's 2,300, 1,300 and 2,300. Just want to show you how we calculate for F15. So, this is what we do. To lose weight on the F15 program, you deduct 500 calories from the active metabolic rate. Okay? 500 for women, 700 for men. So let's just see here. The figure has to be, it can't be down as low as the basal metabolic rate. It has to be at least 250 calories, 300 calories above the BMR. So if you see that, say we deducted 500 from the 2,300 and we've got 1,800 calories. And it needs to be above her original 1,300 calories, so it needs to be somewhere between 1,800 and 1,600 calories. So I would set that person's calorie intake every day on F15 at about 1,700 calories a day. Okay? It's 1,700 every day on F15. So that's if you want to lose weight. If you want to maintain weight, You have to eat the same amount as your AMR. A lot of people do not eat enough calories in their day to even reach their BMR. That's what I find when I kind of do the calculations on people, and that's why they can't release any weight. And if you want to gain weight, you have to eat more than your AMR. So I have someone already that wants to do the challenge, but she wants to gain weight. She can't lose any weight. She wants to put on weight. So it'll be interesting to keep feeding her with lots and lots and lots and lots of calories. So, as I said, we kind of go into that in the group, but it's to kind of give you an understanding. That's what I like about F15. It's tailored to your customer's needs. Very, very tailored. And a rule of thumb is you lose, for every 2 kilos of weight loss that you've got on it, you rejig those figures, okay? And the fitness plan then jumps from 15 days to 30 days to 45 days to 60 days, 75 days to 90 days to however long you want to. It becomes a lifestyle. Yeah, it's a fantastic program. So, who's ready to take on this challenge with me now? Great, okay. So, in time for Christmas, who doesn't want I said that in the area 180, who doesn't want a smaller dress size? Great. So, we're gonna have a winner, obviously, of the challenge. And as I explained to you in the live, I didn't want to choose just the biggest weight loss, the biggest loser or the biggest weight loss, because I think as part of a challenge, it should be about participation. I set challenges within the challenge, and it's about giving your all to the education. Giving your all to this challenge will be the overall winner, obviously with inch loss and weight loss combined as well, okay? Mainly inch loss, because that tells me what kind of fitness you're doing during the program. So, and the prize is £500 worth of a gym membership of your choosing, or something, a sporting item that you can take to your home, whatever that might be for you. Can you get a treadmill for £500? I don't know, if you wanted one. So, what is the challenge? This is, as I said to you, it's an educational challenge. Very excited about the next phase after this. Now, alter your mindset, transform your body, change your lifestyle, and grow your business. Because that's what we're all here for, you know, to be educated and to grow our businesses. And we need to understand our programs, use our programs, get the best of our programs, feel great on our programs, so we can share those programs with other people. Would you agree? Yeah, okay. So these are the benefits. Look better, feel better. Who doesn't want to do that? Develop an insight into our weight management. If you're new and you don't really, hands up here who recommends F15 a lot to customers, or are you like Ireland as well, where they recommend C9 all the time, but are hesitant to go anywhere near F15 because they don't understand it too much? Yeah? Okay, so this is really, really going to open your mind to it, help you understand it, and then what we're going to do is help you then with a customer challenge in January, okay? So, how do you take part? So today, I have a room, we're in M4, I think. Is that right? M4? Yeah, down in the mez down here, the room M4. I'm going to be weighing and measuring everybody. If you want to partake, come down there from lunchtime onwards for the whole afternoon. I'll take your weight, I'll take your measurements, I'll take your ID. We have some dates there. So there was lots of eager people wanting to buy their products already. So what we said it was, if you purchased your C9 from the 25th of October gone, C9 and F15, and you have up until the 28th of November, what I'll do is I'll run off a report under your ID, and whoever, if you're in there and you've attended the weigh-in here today, and you've attended the final weigh-in on the 2nd of December, I'm coming back to weigh everybody back in, then I can pick one of you guys as a winner for that #1 challenge prize, okay? If for some reason that you are here and you want to partake and you only want to do short, but you can't come to the final weigh-in, that's okay. I just can't choose you for that prize, but there's other prizes within the challenge too. And if you just want to do one program, that's fine too. It's interesting to see and watch FBOs do both challenges both programs back to back. So I'd recommend that you do both. So, okay, so I'm very excited about this part for everybody, because after the pilot program, I felt that even though we'd done the challenge back at home, I missed a bit of a trick in transferring that to give the right information for people to go about and do this for themselves. So what we decided is we're going to have another challenge for your customers in January. So this is about you getting prepared for that, understanding the programs, We're going to give you then the tools that you need to transfer this into your business. We're going to give you some flyers, and we're going to give you some invitation. We're going to give you lots of online backup support that you can download to your own business, like posts that you would share into your own group. And the challenge will be that you look after 3 or more customers on C9 and F15 in January. So that's pretty interesting, okay, because I want everybody to understand this. So it is an educational challenge as far as that's concerned, okay? But everything's going to be there for you guys, and I'm going to be there to facilitate it with you. So all the dedicated resources that you're going to need will be available. So we are starting today for weigh-in. The challenge doesn't start until Wednesday. So I'm going to take everybody, put you into a private group, private Facebook group between now and Wednesday, and we start Wednesday morning, day 1, C9. F15 day 1 starts on the 16th of November, and the final weigh-in is on Sunday, the 3rd of December. You don't have a Success Express day that day, so we've rented, let me get this right, we've rented a space. Natalie, where is it? The Health Hub Studios here? Yeah? On Washington Street, is it? Yeah. So we've rented a space there for 2 or 3 hours on Sunday the 2nd for you guys to come and get a final weigh-in, and we'll do a yoga class and we'll have some fun on that day. So basically, this is what you're going to get from taking part in it. If you're going to take part in the challenge, can you actually find me on Facebook? I'm going to be setting this up. Send me a friend request. That's my Facebook profile, the one you're looking for. So I can add you then into the group. I'll ask everyone that comes to get weighed in today. So you get daily guidelines every day, tips on food, tips on fitness, tips on what you should be doing, posts that you need for that day that you're going to need for your own customers, okay? I do lots of lives because I see lots of questions, so I jump in with lives. I never leave anything unanswered because I'm aware that FBOs need to know there and then. And we have so much fun. The guys are on their second challenge within their challenge back home, and I have about 3 more challenges for them to do between now and the next 15 days, and it's going to be interesting to see the results when they're sending them back to me, you know. And it's just wonderful to do these programs in a community. It's hard to do anything on your own, so it's a wonderful thing to be part of. So I just want to say thanks very much. That's me. You'll find me in room M4, weighing and measuring everyone from lunchtime onwards, and I can't wait to get started with everybody, and I welcome everybody to come and join the challenge. Thanks very much.